Hi Capricorn, welcome to your July 2022 Tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Capricorn, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So I'm going to pop these to the side. For your actions and interactions with the world at large over the course of July 2022, can you believe it? You have the Three of Wands. I love this card. So you're starting to think bigger, broader, and really expand your horizons this month. I like this because it looks like a lot of you are planning to do some form of travel. Totally fits with this time of year. But more importantly, it looks like a lot of you are starting to think bigger about business. Not necessarily about what you do for others in the business that you work for, but about what you want to do for yourself. I actually really like this for a lot of you, building on future plans or starting to get really clear on what your future looks like as you start to plan it or, certainly move towards it for yourself. That's really, really nice. The other thing with this card, it's a really lucky card. If there's something that you want to do this month, go for it, especially because we have a full moon, which we'll be talking about in a little bit, in the sign of Capricorn. So this month you are being highlighted. There's a spotlight on you in some way. Use it to your advantage while you have that cosmic sort of ray. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Two of Wands. Lots of conversations about money, about resources, about building new income streams, possibly passive income streams. It looks like a lot of you are getting very clear on some of the new opportunities that you want to chase or go after. I really like this as well for some of you, getting really vocal about rubbing shoulders with the right people and asking for what you want, whether that's a pay rise, whether it's a promotion, whether it's, I want you to pay for my training so that I can go and do this, this and this. Like, there's a really powerful sense of you driving things forward. And these are both Wands cards. Wands are all about action. So this month is going to be very dynamic, and it's going to be very dynamic in the sense that you are leading the way. This is what I want. This is what I expect. This is how I want things to go. Love it. I'm totally here for it. The other thing with that Two of Wands, its tagline can be dominion. And so what this tells me is, like, this month, I mean, not that Capricorns are ever shy about going after what they want, but you really are not shy this month. It's like, usually you'd have quite a measured sort of pragmatic even approach to things, but this month that goes out the window. It's like, no, this is what I want and this is how I'm getting there. For your third, for your heart and half, your relationship sector, your love and relations, you've got the Four of Pentacles. This is actually a very steadying, grounding energy that comes into the relationship this month. There's something about you. So for those of you that are partnered, married or in long-term commitments, there's something about you saying to your partner, I'm going to hold down the fort, right? You do this thing that you feel you need to do. You build this new, income stream. You build this new whatever. I will hold down the home. I will make sure that that our needs are tended to, etc. Or maybe your partner is offering you that in return. Either which way, the Four of Pentacles is looking at your stability, your security in the home, paying attention to the resources that you have, but also the resources that you're trying or wanting to generate moving forward. I love this for you guys, because I think it's going to be, it's a very steadying energy. When your relationship is solid, you feel like you can get through pretty much anything because you've got that sense of, I'm not doing this on my own. For those of you that are single, I like this for solidifying something either on holiday. So this could be, you know, maybe you go on holiday with the lads or with the girls or, you know, with your people, whoever they are, and you end up meeting somebody, but this is somebody that you will likely be bringing back home with you. And what I mean by that is maybe not necessarily like as soon as you leave, like you come home, but it does mean that the connection that you forge either in a different place, in a foreign land, in a foreign culture, on your holidays, on your travels, it's like whatever is cemented in that time, you will bring it home with you. And the Four of Pentacles suggests that there is a very solid basis of connection that is being built in this. So I wouldn't be surprised if a holiday fling turns into way more of that, you know, way more than that on a longer sort of scale. For those of, and then for your money and materials, look at this, you've got the Six of Wands. I mean, it's all wands and earth, you know, earth, and then lots of fire. Earth and fire bring my desire. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. For your Six of Wands, your money, your resources, the moves that you're deciding to make, the bold ventures that you're deciding to go into is taking place for you. It's happening. It's you know, not only is the Six of Wands a card of success and victory, it's also a card that reminds us that the big victories are just small steps. It's about celebrating the everyday. And so this tells me, you know, one of the things that maybe you're celebrating is the strength of the commitment that you're in with your partner. There's a newfound sense of, you know what, we are going to be okay. We're going to make this happen. And for those of you that are single, I mean, hello, you have got it together. I love that line. It's in a Rebel Wilson film and I can't remember the name. But yeah, anyway, with that said, for your first week of the month, you've got the Emperor card. I mean, this with the Three of Wands, this is a redoubling of your efforts. This is you really recommitting to building the life of your dreams. And I don't say that like in a sort of like, oh, you know, you're building the life of your dreams. Like, this is about you really making a solid sort of firm plan to set something into action that is going to get you to where you want to be, potentially in a fast track way, you know. And Capricorn tends not to do like get rich quick schemes and stuff like that, and I don't see you doing anything like that, but I do see you getting really serious about something that you want to happen. And it's like, in order to make that happen faster, you're building a really solid plan. I love that. Maybe you're interacting with an institution or with a boss as well to say, look, I need more money. I need more responsibility. I need more freedom. I want to be trained in ... Like, this is you getting really proactive about your future. For your second week of the month, you've got the Hierophant card, or the Faith card in this deck. Coupled with the Two of Wands, I think this is probably one of those times, you know, Capricorn, you tend to have a lot of faith in things that have stood the test of time. This, I believe, is certain conversations that you're going to have are going to reignite the faith that you have in yourself. And that is where the power is, right? Because that's the only thing that you can ever really control. The other thing is, it looks like for some of you, maybe you're looking at new opportunities or avenues when it comes to work. For some of you, this looks like you're really working on establishing something of your own, building your own business, starting your, you know, if you've already got your own business, maybe you're deciding to start a second one. If you've already got a second business or you've got ideas, this is where you're starting to think about, how can I build my own empire? How can I make this happen? How can I make this all a reality rather than just like a pipe dream or something that I dream about wanting? For your third week of the month, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Nice. So this with the Four of Pentacles, I like this for good luck when it comes to the partner. If you've had any challenging situations or issues come up recently with a partner or something that you've been fighting on their behalf, I really like this for results and what's the word that I'm looking for? I really like this for results and blessings that come in through or for the partner. So this is good news that you're waiting to hear that you will get, basically. For those of you that are single, I really feel that you're going to meet somebody you know, either on your travels, maybe on a holiday, you know, maybe somebody that's from a different area than you're in. And it's like you bring them back with you. That's the only way that I can describe it. And I'm really glad that the Wheel of Fortune showed up here, because it means that it backs that up. What this does say to me though, throughout the zodiac so far, and we're already on the 10th sign, so only 2 more to go, the Wheel of Fortune has consistently shown up in that 3rd sphere, which tells me on the wider world stage we are likely to see something happening, you know, something else. So something else happening with the travel industry. Whether this is more restrictions are lifted, whether it is, you know, there's an unclogging of the craziness that's happening here in the UK. There's something happening in, with, or around the travel industry that's going to hit in the 3rd week of July. And when it does, I will be intrigued to see what it is. I don't know why, but there's a part of me that feels like this isn't going to be aviation. I feel like it's going to be the waters, whether this is cruises or, you know, stuff like that. I don't know why, but I get the feeling it will be on the water. So it will be interesting to see how that shows up. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, there's good news coming to the relationship through the partner. So this is something they've been waiting on, something they've wanted or needed to hear or to see is coming through. And then for the 4th week of the month, we have the Strength card. Okay, so you got the Strength card with the 6 of Wands. Really, in order to improve your finances or your resources this month, you've got to be bold. You've got to go after it. You're already doing this with the Emperor and the Hierophant. You're already doing, actually with those cards and the 3 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. I think this is a month where you realize being proactive rather than static, you know, is really the way to go. And I really like this. And that sort of Strength card is basically saying, by taking a calculated risk or gamble, that's how you succeed this month. For your new moon, so you've got the new moon, July 28th in the sign of Leo. This for you is in the 8th house. This is your deep psychological makeup. This is the, you know, the wounds and the fears that you have, absolutely. But it's also the house of other people's money, other people's resources, finances. So this could be a new job for a partner. It could be a new business avenue for you where you're making money by receiving money from other people. This could also be, because it's the house of the occult as well. So this would probably, that 28th of July would be a really good time to have an astrology reading, a tarot reading, numerology, I Ching, human design, anything that allows you to delve deeper into your own psyche through what I call like the spiritual means or the spiritual sciences. I love that phrase. I came up with it for quite some time ago. This is the time to go for it. So your new moon message is the gate 7 and discipline, which is something that you are no stranger to. And I think really the message behind this month for you is that new moon is showing you to be disciplined in working on something for yourself, rather than for other people. You know, this is about having the discipline to carve out time, energy, effort, attention, money, resources to build your own thing. For your full moon on the July the 13th, that is in the sign of Capricorn. This is in your sphere. This is highlighting you. It's a full moon is a spotlight. It's an astrological spotlight, and it shines light on something to illuminate it so that everything and everyone in the world is looking at that thing at any given moment. So this to me is your full moon. This is about highlighting you. Use the day of, the day before, the day of, and the day after the 13th of July to highlight something that you want to share with the world. Even if that's something about yourself, this would be a great time for a launch because it makes you very visible. It would also be a really good time for you to think about, I like this for launches. I don't know why. I know why, because it's the first house and it's you. But you've got the gate 52 and stillness. So if you're thinking, well, I don't have a product or a service, there's no business that I want to create, around that full moon, ask yourself, just put it out to the universe and say, you know what? If I could have success, more money, more this, more whatever it might be, what would be the first step that I could take? And pay attention to what shows up for you the day before, the day of the 13th, and the day after. That's the 3-day lunar window that I use for new moons and full moons. So really, this could be a wonderful time. And that stillness card is really asking you to take a minute, right? Form that, send it out to the universe, and then listen to your intuition to see what comes back, because the answer is likely not going to come from the external world. It will come from like a deep drive or desire on the internal. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.